All right, this one right here is I watched the game. I watched the game Sunday between the Cavaliers and the Warriors. A poor shooting game. And it may not have been a poor shooting game. I think these both of these teams came into this game with a defensive mindset, man, because it was really hard defense. I was watching the Cavaliers, and they missed so many chippies. That was kind of disheartening. They missed a lot of chippies, and for some strange reason, LeBron seemed a little timid. And I don't know if I'm using the right word, but it just seems like he wasn't forcing the issue that much. You know, he was trying to get the guys in, and the guys was missing a lot of chippy shots. I think KD played a real good game, but I do think those was a couple of fouls at the end, but that's not why they lost the game. They lost the game because they was timid the whole game, and they was missing a lot of shots. But LeBron had an interview with somebody, and he was wearing a hoodie, and he said that, he said, well, what's hard with life? You know what I mean? What's concerning about life? Because they were asking about his concern of the game. And what he did was he compared it to family life, and that he has 3 kids, he's married, and he's a businessman, he's a mogul, the whole 9 yards. And he happened to say that he don't really lose sleep anymore about basketball. And this guy named Will Cain, I think his name is, and Stephen A. Smith, these are 2 assholes. They want LeBron after 15 years in the pros, leading the league right now. You know what I mean? I mean, what is he, second or third in scoring? 9 assists or 9 rebounds and 8 assists. No, I think it's the other way around. 8 rebounds, 9 assists. He's having the best year in his life in his 15th year. No other pro in the history of basketball has ever had a 15th year like he's having right now, where he's playing better in his 15th year than he did in his 10th year. Now, that has never been done by anybody. Jordan, Kareem, Magic, anybody. And he says, well, my family's more important right now. And he said more important. He said, what concerns me right now is my daughter and my family and my sons getting to college and things of that nature. He talks like a mature, regular man would talk. These guys still want him to have a child's athletic, dumb boy, dumb ass, rah, rah, rah attitude at the age of 32. And he's a multi-businessman with a family, with a wife, with children. And they want him to still be like Gronk. You know what I mean? They want him to still be like a 23-year-old flying. The man has three NBA championships. When he retires, he's going to have more stats than any other basketball player in the history of the game. If he goes to the finals every single year, and you want him to still hold pom-poms, Stephen A. Smith, Will Cain, and that shit that Will Cain said about Durant passing him after watching one Christmas game, when LeBron last year during the finals actually averaged a triple-double, and the year before that he led all the teams and all the stats, and Durant is passing him. Do you know how far Durant has to go to pass him? In fact, Durant better, if that team, the Golden State Warriors, don't stay together, Durant will fall apart, to tell you the truth. He's with a team that's 100% supportive, 100% supportive of all his attributes. And I'm not saying Durant's a bad player, but what I'm saying is, when you have a good player like Durant on a great team, that team, because the team is so great, it's going to allow his shit to be better than his. Matter of fact, you can put people on that team who's not even really that good of ball players and they look good. What's the tall center's name? McGee? What is his name that's always on Shaq and a Fool? He looked great last year playing with the goddamn Warriors. So shoot, anybody could go on that team and look pretty good. Anyway, I don't even want to get on that part. I want to talk to this guy, Will Cain. You an asshole, Will Cain. You be on ESPN. You be on First Take or whatever it is. You are a fool. That's what you are. You are a hater and you are a fool. And Stephen A. Smith, for a person to come from New York, you are a joke. That's what you are. LeBron, you ain't never seen a player like LeBron James, including Jordan. You never seen a player like LeBron James. And you still doing that hating. I don't even want to talk about Skip Bayless. I was about to call him a P-U-S-S-Y just now, man. He is a joke. Matter of fact, you know what? When I look at First Take, or what's your Undisputed, when I look at it, this is what I do. I go on YouTube, right? And I watch what Shannon has to say, and then I watch what the other guy has to say. And then when Stephen A. Smith starts talking, if it has something to do with LeBron, you know what I do? I just switch it off and go into the next Mustang. Because I don't want to hear what he has to say, because he's a he's prejudiced against LeBron James. He's just a weirdo. I don't know what's wrong with him, but he's a joke. He is a plain, straight up joke. Nobody in the history of basketball have ever seen anybody with the longevity, with the intellect. The shooting percentage that LeBron's doing right now is ridiculous. Shooting percentage, rebounding, orchestrating the team, controlling the tempo of the game, having all rookie coaches throughout his career, winning championships, going to championships. This man is phenomenal, and they keep on piling on this garbage, and it makes, after a while, it makes you sick to your stomach. No, it really does. Stephen A, you keep piling on the garbage. It makes you sick to your stomach. All the things that LeBron has done for basketball. When LeBron came around, the NBA was about to fall. So he put the whole NBA, not his team. LeBron been carrying the NBA for years now. You have Durant, you have Harden. Who else you got out there? Who else got that's really vicious? You got that kid from Milwaukee. I like him. I can't pronounce his name, but I love him. I like Stephen Curry. I don't think he's good as LeBron. That's ridiculous, but I like him. And I'm trying to think of Wade is a little bit past his time. But I'm thinking Carmelo Anthony never really lived up to everything he was supposed to live up to. So even though he's a pretty good scorer, Harden is a beast, but he can't carry the NBA. So out of all those dudes, LeBron leaves the game. Out of all those dudes, who's going to carry the NBA? Who's going to carry the NBA? Westbrook can't carry the NBA because he's not a winner. Like Westbrook played with pretty good players, and he's playing with great players right now. But let's see what he does. I like Kyrie Irving. Now that's my boy. But he can't carry a team to the championship. He needs the proper people around him. And he's still got some growing to do. But he's only 25 years old. And I think at the end of the day, he's going to surpass. But he has to get his assists up to at least 10, 11. If Kyrie can hold around 23, 24 points a game, get his assists up to 11, right? He would be up there with Magic Johnson as far as point guards. But he has to get his assists up there to 11. And he has to play, and he has to get his steals. Because Allen Iverson was a ball hawk. Allen Iverson could steal the ball. So he has to get his steals up. He got to get his assists up around 11. Now, if he get it up to 11, and he's still scoring 24 points a game, Kyrie will be one of the best point guards ever to play the game. But he needs those three things. He needs the steals, he needs assists. But right now, LeBron James is still the ambassador of the NBA. He's still carrying the NBA. What makes it so bad, after 15 years, he's still carrying the NBA on his shoulders. But at the same time, he's not carrying the NBA on his shoulders out of sympathy or out of nostalgia. He's carrying it out of his play. The man averaging 28 points a game, 8 and 8 is sick. That's just sick. So this is not sympathy. This is not nostalgia. This is not historically, and people are just giving it to him. No, this man is balling. So he plays one game against the Warriors, one Christmas game where he has to travel out to Oakland. He probably is thinking about his family. It's Christmas Day. He's been playing this game, man, most of his life. He's in his 15th season. So this is 15 Christmas games, most likely. I don't know how many Christmas games he had. Why would he be up 1,000%? And trust me, he's too old to still be holding pom-poms, Stephen A. Smith and Will Cain. Pom-pom, rah-rah, you know what I mean? Let's dig him at their throat, let's get him. No, he's a mature businessman. He's a mogul. No, he's not going to be running around there talking about NBA is the greatest thing in the world to him, because it's not. But he's still playing above every other player in the NBA. So you two fools are jerks. Jerks. One more time. I look over there like there's somebody over there, but there ain't nobody here. I'm in my apartment by myself. But they're jerks!